What up, YouTube? G Leader here once again, and back with another late night video number 2 for the night. This is a viewer's question. They asked me, I decided to make this a whole video on its own, because I found the question to be interesting. I don't know if I answered this question quickly in a Q&A, but I'm gonna go over it more in depth in this video, but basically the question was, do I like manga better, like manga and anime and that type of shit better, or do I like the Western stuff, or do I like the Marvel, the DC, and the Dark Horse, just all the American comics and American animation shows? Which do I prefer over the two? And the reason that I found this to be a very interesting question is because I really do love both. Like, I genuinely do love both. Both of them give me very fond memories. Both of them heavily influenced my childhood as well. Anime, oh my god, anime. Dragon Ball Z as a child. Toonami. I've talked about it so many times. Toonami has been phenomenal in my childhood. Just just great shit. Adult Swim too. Anime definitely was beautiful to me. But at the same time, American shit too. X-Men, that's the only thing me and my family wanted to be. My whole family has been immersed in Marvel. If you ever want to see a family that's so heavily into Marvel, come to my family. Me, my brother, my uncles, my mother, even the females in the family are obsessed with Marvel. This is a Marvel family. Even getting away from Marvel, I loved DC. I loved Batman. Batman is awesome. DC characters, Batman was awesome. Green Lantern was awesome to me as well. Like I said, both of them. It's hard to choose. Both of them influenced me so much. So it's hard to pick which do I like more. But if I have to say, manga is a little bit easier to read. The reason I say manga is a little bit easier to read is because it's easier to obtain. At least with manga, you could get the shit easy on the internet. They got Manga here. They used to have they got so many Manga Eden, Manga Fox, so many different manga sites where you could read manga for free. How beautiful is that? They do not restrict manga here. It's so easy to keep the date on that shit. Not to mention, when you got a series, it keeps one storyline. When you read a manga, it keeps one storyline. While with American comics, it's a little bit harder. It's harder to get. America don't play. They want their money. So there is very few sites you could just go to read comics for free. Like, that's very hard. Trust me, I didn't check. For comics, you either have to legitimately go out and buy them, or you have to torrent them. And I don't like to torrent and download, and I don't like to do all of that. Torrenting and shit, I don't like to do all of that. So comics of America make it very difficult to stay up to date with them. Not to mention, they have so many different universes that make it more complicated too. Like, you got the Ultimates, you got let's take Spider-Man for example. You got the Ultimates, the Spectaculars, the Amazings, the Regulars, the 90s, the Futuristic. They got so many different universes that some of them don't even match up. Like the retelling of a story from so many different angles and so many different ways, it's hard to tell which one is the correct origin story. Not to mention, America takes so many liberties. American and Hollywood movies take so many liberties with the movies, and they be putting out as well. So America, it's so hard to stay up to date on American comics. It's so hard to stay up to date. But that's the manga, and that's the manga versus the comic book section. So in that category, manga wins because, like I said, easier to get and easier to stay up to date with. Very easy. American comics are difficult and they make it complicated. But in the whole anime versus cartoon series, that's difficult too. Like I said, a lot of beautiful animes out there. Gurren Lagann, G Gundam, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, you know, Hygiene no Ippo, Keikiyo Hitman Reborn, you know, just a lot of beautiful animes out there. That's beautiful, crisp to look at, you know, very inspirational too. But at the same time, you know, you got X-Men, you got X-Men cartoons, X-Men Evolution. It wasn't the right origin story, but it was still dope. I still liked it. Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes. That's the most closest a cartoon ever got to the comic books. It's hands down one of my favorite series ever. Hands down one of my favorite series ever. Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes. The 90s X-Men was great too. I loved that as well. Like I said, the Fantastic Four. Those old 90s shows too was dope too. Iron Man. If you don't remember that, I am Iron Man. Go look up the theme song. Like I said, all that shit was dope as well. You know, so picking between those two, which do I like better? No, I'm thinking about it. In that portion, I don't think I could choose. I don't think I can pick between those two. Like, they both great. They both great. I'll be doing a disservice if I pick either one over it. You know, between the anime and the cartoons, I can't pick. They both great. Both of them, both of them should be checked out. You know, so like I said, I can't choose between them, but easily, but going back to manga and comic books, it's easy to pick manga over comic books, because comic books are so difficult to stay on top of, and they make it more complicated and shit, you know. But that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. So manga over comic books, and the animated series versus anime is a tie, you know. So but anyways, tell me, which do you like better, anime or comic books? I mean, anime or the American cartoons. Tell me, which one do you like better? Hit me down in the comments below. G4 Leader here, signing out.